there, good afternoon. It's Drew Stevens with another episode of Wisdom to Wealth. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about inflation versus volatility and the difference between the two of them. What we know is right now is that inflation is really dominating discourse right now. It's driving the headlines, it's being talked about hourly and weekly, and even wreaking havoc on budgets. We're paying more at the pump. We're paying more for food, for housing, and just about everything else. But for long-term investors, mostly everyone, short-term inflation isn't the biggest risk to financial plans. The biggest risk actually is volatility. Volatile markets are equal parts, are stressful, and they're suspenseful. And the volatility right now is being fueled by the Federal Reserve's efforts to balance bringing down inflation with keeping the economy out of a recession. The Fed is raising the key short-term interest rate to slow economic growth, and this makes money more expensive. Houses, cars, and anything else, even credit cards for that matter. It puts a damper on the individual and corporate appetite to borrow money. But as rates actually rise, uncertainty creeps in, and so does volatility. And while markets may be rational, investors aren't. Many people think too short term rather than in the long term. But there are a few things you can do to combat what's happening right now, right this very minute. First off, despite the market volatility, you need to keep saving, particularly for long-term goals like education, retirement, even healthcare, those planned expenses and those unplanned expenses. Whether it's a 529 plan for a kid's college, a 401k, an IRA, or a health savings account, these types of savings are tax advantaged. So you aren't parting money away, you're lowering your taxable income and taxes in the year you actually make the contributions. Second, diversification matters more than ever. This isn't ending anytime too soon. So choosing sectors and asset classes that you can keep up with inflation will put you more into a stronger position. And while inflation may be outpacing the income generated by the bond portion of your portfolio, remember that bonds may have a role to play in reducing the volatility. The lower volatility of bonds versus equities can help to really cushion your portfolio in the long run. What you really want to be on the lookout for are things like real estate because the housing market is down. You want to look at things that are illiquid to a certain extent, like cryptocurrency as an example. So right now, it may be painful to look at those statement balances, but you have to. History tells us that markets do recover, and this one will, it really will. And it's really not down by that much. The Dow Jones Industrial down about 12 or 15% year to date. S&P 500, roughly 12 to 15% year to date, which is really not that bad. So while it may not be as quick as 2020, since the Federal Reserve is no longer supporting the markets, over the long term, downturns are followed by gains all of the time. You'll find your biggest millionaires, multimillionaires in recessionary periods like this. So if you stay in the market, your persistence will likely be rewarded. Volatility isn't comfortable for everyone, or anyone for that matter. There's a reason that the index that measures market volatility, the VIX index as it's called, is called the fear index. But that doesn't mean you have to succumb to it. Take stock of where you are, make changes to daily living to stay within your budget, and tune up your portfolio only where and when necessary. If you need more information, please log in to drew-stevens.net and one of our representatives will be happy to help you out. I'll be happy to help you out. I'm here to provide you with the estate, retirement, and financial advice you're looking for long-term gains and future growth opportunities. I'll see you next time where I can give you the wisdom you need to get wealthy. God bless.